Hey everyone, it's Representative Jason Probst here, and I've come to you today with an episode of things that shouldn't happen but still do. And in today's episode, Senator Mark Steffen talks about how he's really frustrated because Republicans are in control of the legislature and they're not doing a very good job. Here, I'll let you take a listen.
Good morning, folks. It is Friday morning, start of Labor Day weekend. I wish each of you a safe and healthy Labor Day weekend. And issues come up that I want to peripherally address. Clearly, after 3 years in the Kansas legislature, it's obvious to me that our government is controlled by big business. With Laura Kelly in office, we obviously battle the woke liberals. But the dirty secret behind the scenes is that our legislature is completely controlled by big business, special interest groups like the Kansas Chamber, Kansas Hospital Association and such. And they do it to the detriment of the people of Kansas. They leverage their capital to create unlevel playing fields. They shove off as many of their costs onto the people of Kansas via taxes and tax credits as possible. One of the greatest offenders and frauds is Americans for Prosperity, AFP. They're a globalist entity funded by the Koch brothers. And I love the Koch brothers and I love capitalism, but I don't love globalism. I am an America First person. I think you are too. And we have AFP undermining people such as myself and other good conservatives who care about the people, who care about the Constitution. The reality is, after 3 years in the legislature, I've learned that if you're an individual or an entity with means, you can get way more done behind the scenes. And that's unfortunate, but we're going to work to expose the real grassroots entity in Kansas now is we the people of Kansas. And we're going to shed light on some of these aberrancies, this incestuous relationship that's developed between big government and big business. And that's led by the Republican establishment. It's equally led by the Democrat side, particularly with a Democrat governor. But it's the end of our society as we know it. It's the end of a constitutional republic if that duo is allowed to remain intact. So we'll be working hard to promote the Constitution, promote the people of Kansas and their right, their voice, and their prerogative to control their own governance and their individual rights. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun.
Well, there you have it. It only took someone like Mark Steffen a decade to get on board, but he's now saying the same things I've been saying for over 10 years. People with a lot of money, organizations with a lot of money, big business, the biggest in the state, have way too much influence in the state legislature. They largely get what they want, and they helped elect people like Mark Steffen. They put money into his race and made sure that the previous Republican, who everyone thought wasn't Republican enough, should be replaced by a more Republican. And now that Republican who was more Republican than the previous Republican is saying that current Republicans aren't Republican enough and that all your problems will be fixed by electing better or more Republicans. I think I'm starting to see a trend, and I might have figured out what the problem is.